Hey guys, what's up? It's Lainey, and today I am starting a week-long writing vlog because I really need the accountability, and I think vlogging always is the best motivator for me to actually get shit done. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I'm currently revising, and I'm still revising, and my deadline for finishing this revision is going to be for the end of July. So I have about half the month still to finish my revisions. So I think maybe it was a couple writing vlogs ago where I said I was like kind of trying to update and redo my office space, and my office is pretty clean right now. So I thought I'd like show you guys what I've been slowly doing. I still do have this red chair, but I have my eye on a few that I have seen on Amazon. I can't decide if I want to go with like a blush type of color or a gray type of color. I did get a blush carpet. I have this turquoise blanket that I thought looked kind of cute with like my blush pillows. I also replaced these used to be red. At my old workplace, I did have a corkboard, and since I bought it, I obviously took it with me. And right now I have, I'm probably gonna have to blur, but right now I have Story Beats on here. Since right now it's kind of just hanging out on my desk, I thought I would put it up above my printer, but then I thought, why not get another square board to put so they can be side by side above my printer. So I ended up buying this marble one. They're both from Target, and I'm pretty sure they're only like $9 each. So I'm thinking of like somehow putting them side by side next to each other, and then one of the probably the cork board here. I've just been really lazy on actually putting them up. I got this little gray basket to kind of put all of my notebooks in because I have a lot of notebooks. But that's all I've done so far. Today's plan is working on revision. I've been getting some really great beta reader feedback on like the first act. One of them is actually another author tuber, Lindsay. I have talked about her before in author tubers you should be following, so I'll leave her link down below, but she's been really kind to read over my first act and give me some great feedback. I think I'm actually gonna go to my local coffee shop because it's like in walking distance from my apartment, and I kind of feel like being around people without having to talk to them. I'll probably get a lemonade because you guys know I don't like coffee. In other news, I went to Half Price Books yesterday. I ended up getting a book for research for Crow Family. I bought a nonfiction book on the Borgias, and this was one of the highest rated ones because there were a few different books on the Borgias at Half Price Books. And I should have just like bought them all, but then because I was like kind of tempted since everything's there so cheap, but then I googled like what was the best one, and this one showed up, so I started reading it last night. I'm actually, you know, kind of decently in it. It's very interesting, and a lot of you guys know Crow Family is based, the family is kind of based on the Borgias, which is this super corrupt family in Italy. Two of the members were popes of the Catholic Church. They're considered the first crime family of Italy. A lot of my family that's in Crow Family is based on that kind of myth and the legend behind the Borgias. So I did do a lot of preliminary research before I jumped in, just to kind of get the broad strokes of the family. But I didn't want to do too much research as I was drafting it because I kind of wanted to form my own family and not have it directly based off of the Borgias, even though it is. But now, since like I finished that first draft, I kind of want to do more research, and I love history and I love researching things like that. So that's why I decided to get the book, and I'm very excited to keep reading it. It's been really good so far. I think I'm gonna get ready and then I will head over to the coffee shop. Alexa, how hot is it outside?
Today, expect a high of 93 degrees Fahrenheit.
From the coffee shop. I did about an hour and a half writing there, and then I decided to come back, took a little break. Now I'm back in my office and I am continuing to work. I have a few business type things I have to do real quick, and then I will go straight back into writing. I'm hoping to finish, I'm not gonna be able to get up and do anything until I finish the current chapter that I'm revising. It is Monday, July 15th. This is the second day of the vlog, but I've decided what I'm doing with this vlog. So I'm starting a challenge, and I'm giving myself 4 weeks to finish this draft. So I decided to do weekly writing vlogs. This is week 1 of my 4-week deadline. I thought of this at work today, and I thought, wow, this might actually help me because I hate failing publicly. But if I can really focus and get this revision done by the 4-week period, which brings me up until about August 10th, I think, which is like 10 days past what I thought I was going to do. But let's get real. I want to give myself as much cushion as I can, and I think a 4-week type of deadline is perfect for right now, and I can do my vlogs every week. With that being said, I am officially calling this what should I call this? Finish that revision challenge. So I think that's what I'm going to call it. Just got back from work. I am going to eat and watch a movie, but I'm actually watching it with people. I'm watching it with Riley and Kenya. We're going to watch Escape Room. I've been wanting to watch this movie for a really long time, but it's always so expensive to rent. So I've been waiting for it to go down in price so I can rent it. And it was part of the Prime Day deals because today's Prime Day, so it was only $2.99. I think I might edit yesterday's clips tonight while I'm watching the movie so I can stay on top of it. And I want to get done with at least 1 chapter. So that's my goal for tonight. Almost 11 o'clock at night, and I feel very accomplished. I ended up watching 2 movies. During the second movie, I was editing my vlog, and I have all the clips edited up until this clip right here. The vlog is already at 8 minutes. You guys always tell me that you like longer vlogs, so I'm thinking this one's gonna be over 20 minutes. I edited 2 chapters tonight. I was only gonna do 1, but then when I finished that one, I was like, oh, but I want to do the next one because I really like the next one. And then, so I did that one, and I honestly, if I wasn't tired and my battery is almost dead, I would have gone on to the next chapter. The next chapter is kind of a longer chapter, but I really like it too. Even though I want to continue writing, I need to go to the bathroom, I need a shower, I need to get ready for bed. And once I get up, I feel like the magic of editing is gonna be lost. And once I plug in my laptop back into my office, I'm not gonna wanna work anymore. I really want to start doing morning revision. I wanna get up, but I'm someone, I love sleep, you guys. I love sleep so much. It's really hard for me to get up in the morning because I usually am getting up pretty close to when I actually need to get up to start getting ready for work. All in all, a very successful Monday. So it is Tuesday morning. I didn't get up exactly when I wanted to. I ended up sleeping a little bit longer, but once I did finally start getting ready, I kind of quickly got ready. Now I have about a half hour before I have to leave for work, so I'm gonna take that half hour to start editing the next chapter. This is what I'm hoping will happen for the rest of the week, is that I'll gradually keep getting up a little bit earlier and earlier so that it's a gradual getting up instead of like bam up so early. But tonight is gonna be a little bit busier because I do have to record for the Novelty podcast tonight. I'm hoping to get editing right when I get home from work because of the time difference, that I'll have a little bit of time before the other cat and Alexa will be ready. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and start working. I am back from work. I don't know if you can tell because I'm in the same position, wearing the same clothes, with the same makeup and the same hair. I got an Amazon book in the mail and I thought I'd quick unbox it, but real quick, I need to take out my contacts because they are super dry. Okay, I'm back. So I bought this book the day before Prime Day started, and so I paid full price for it, but whatever, I don't care. I really wanted it and I'm really excited. Would like to shout out my girl Lindsay again, who told me about this book, and she's like, girl, you're gonna need to want to get this. And I literally went on Amazon right after I read her DM and bought it. The Royal Art of Poison by Eleanor Herman. And you might recognize Eleanor Herman. She is a YA author as well. She wrote an Alexander the Great series that I have not read, but I probably should because I really like Alexander the Great. But she's also like a huge nonfiction historical writer. I was reading a little bit of like the preview that you get on the Amazon website, and she writes with a lot of humor, and that's what I really like in nonfiction, to kind of soften the blow of the fact that you're reading a nonfiction book. This is actually kind of ironic that we're talking about research tonight in the novelty podcast that we are filming or recording. We're talking about research. And I'm like getting back into doing some research. There's another book that I bought on Prime Day that's coming by Friday, so I have that book too. So the thing with like the poisons is that poison is a big part of the book, I suppose, of Cruel Family. I talked about this earlier, how I do preliminary research before I dive in. I also did some preliminary research on poisons before I started writing, but I knew I needed to like go back and find some really great resources to really get the poison aspect of the book down. And as I was like researching poison, I didn't really find the sources that I wanted, and that's like a huge thing with when you're doing research. Sorry, there's a big glare. That's a huge thing when you're doing your research, is that finding like the best sources. So you kind of have to go off of what reviews of what people say, and I do trust this author, Eleanor Herman, because she has a lot of credentials to back herself up, and I want a fun way to learn about poison. So it was like the perfect book for me to get for research. I did end up editing that chapter this morning. I didn't think I was going to get through it. Left about 5 minutes after I usually do to get to work, but I did finish that chapter, so I already have one chapter under the belt for today. This next one that I'm writing has a lot more rewriting to it, so I'm like really drastically changing. It's a brand new chapter, I guess. It's not one that I'm like working off of and like restructuring and editing. I'm just like straight up writing something new. Thursday afternoon. I just got back from work. I really want to take out my contacts, get out of my work clothes. I swear I'm getting packages delivered daily because I've ordered some things and they've all been like split up into several different shipments. So I have 2 more things. Super excited because I'm more excited, I think, for one than the other, but I'm excited for both. This was just a book that I bought. I've actually already read this book. It was one of my favorite books that I read last year, my favorite YA fantasy. This was a really, really good debut. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexander Christo. I really loved this book. I did do a little bit of a review in some of my favorite 5-star books that I read last year, so I'll link that up above if you're interested in watching that. I actually listened to this book on audio and I loved the audiobook. Like, it was my second favorite audiobook I've ever listened to, just because the 2 people that did the audiobook for it were really good. It is dual POV, so it was just, I loved it. I didn't have a physical copy of it. I just don't buy a lot of books anymore. I listen to a lot of them. Okay, make sure I don't show my headdress. This one I am really excited to show you guys. You guys know my critique partner, Amanda. I've talked so highly about her in like a lot of my videos. My writing would not be where it's at today without her critiquing my work. And she just opened an Etsy shop with a lot of her art. So I wanted to support her. She just opened it like last week or earlier this week. No, last week. And of course I wanted to buy one of her art prints because I want to support my friend. She has a lot of pretty artwork and I wanted to buy more, but I just bought one for right now because she's currently like rolling out a lot of different designs every couple days. But I saw something that was blush and I had to get that so I can use that art here in my office. So I'm going to be getting a frame to put this in. I'm going to put it up there that you can't see, but I'm looking at the spot where I'm putting at it. Don't stop until you're proud. I do really love the simplistic style of it, and I just can't wait to hang it up there on the wall. And it's blush. It's going to match the whole room. I need to get more art anyway for my office, and I think this is gonna be perfect. This is an 8x10. I am linking obviously her shop down below. She said that I could run a code for you guys. If you see something you like and you put in your cart, use the promo code lainey20 for 20% off your purchase. There's so many cool things I wanted to get. There's like moon phases, there's really cool geometric art, and she's putting out a lot of zodiac sign constellations, which is like my favorite. So, but she doesn't have Libra out there yet, and I am a Libra and a Leo rising and moon, FYI, if you were curious. In regards to writing, so I'm currently working on 2 different chapters right now. One is with the love interest, and one is with, I do this every time that I'm writing. One character that was just like, I created on the fly just to like have that one serve a purpose, and then I ended up getting really attached to that side character, and what was once a character that was not supposed to have that big of a role is slowly shaping up to be a character that has a bigger role in the story. And I really like this character. He's very funny and snarky. He has like this really cool back and forth with the main character, but not in a romantic way. They have chemistry, but it's not in a romantic sense. I'm really excited to finish up that chapter with him and kind of brainstorm all his other uses in the future part of the draft. Gonna get into something more comfortable and start writing again. So it is finally Friday, finally. And I got the rest of, or not even the rest, I got packages again. One of them I will open for the vlog, but another one I'm doing it like in a separate video because I just bought a ton of writing supplies and stationery and I got out of control there. So I'm doing that for a separate video since there's a lot of it. I feel a little red, but we're currently going through a heat wave pretty much across the United States, and my thermometer on my car said it was 106. Cool. I'm gonna cool down for a second, get this whole face thing situated, and then I'm gonna start filming. I'm in my room now, and I already opened up all my writing supplies, so that's gonna be in a video that's gonna be up very soon. Not yet, but it's gonna be up very soon. What I got from Amazon, I got the Fire Stick TV. I wanted to replace mine because I have like the first generation version and it does not voice activated, nothing like that, so they had them really cheap. I think this one was cheaper than the first gen when I bought it. The last research book that I bought, I'm not buying anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that, but for at least like the time being, this is the last one I felt like I really needed. This one is called The Mistress of the Vatican. This one's also by Eleanor Herman because I was looking through all her stuff and I realized how much I needed this book. So this is the true story of Olympia Midalcini. I think I'm pronouncing that right. She was the secret female pope for like 10 years. She totally ran the Vatican while she was sleeping with the Pope. I had never heard of her before, so see, this is why I love history. So I got this. This is a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. This is a pretty thick book. I'm just really excited to see how she ran the Vatican for 10 years because it says like she was appointing cardinals, she was meeting with foreign dignitaries, she was doing all this kind of stuff behind the scenes, and she took power and had it for herself. That's the last research book that I have, and we're about to start a movie. I say we as in Riley and Kenya. We just finished watching a movie. We actually just finished watching this movie, Secret Obsession. We are big fans of Obsession and Stalker movies, and this one was probably the worst one we've seen. We had very high hopes for it. The trailer, it's a Netflix original. Brenda Song is in it, and then the absolute hottie Mike Vogel is in it. Yeah, we just were expecting it to be a lot better. So that's kind of unfortunate because we were coming up with so many better theories than what the movie actually ended up being. So Netflix should hire me to write their bad romance movies, even though it's not really a romance, but it could be dark romance. So I think we're gonna watch another Obsession movie and hope that it's better. So that is my Friday night. I'm probably gonna go get my laptop eventually and kind of plug away at different things. I'm like almost done with a lot of different chapters. I just need to finish and tie up loose ends and stuff. It is now Sunday and I completely forgot to film yesterday, so I am sorry about that, but yeah, there was no progress made yesterday on Saturday. I was just really lazy. I have put up the cork boards, so I'm going to show you guys what they look like. Here they are, and they are a little uneven, but we're just going to ignore that. You know, home improvement is not my thing. This is all of my story beats, and this I'm about to fill out for like my querying deadline, so that's why it's blank. It's just to make sure I'm staying on track, keeping up with my deadlines that I'm going to be putting on for myself. Today is a novelty show. We are talking about first pages, and I'm going to try to get as much done as I can before the show starts because I feel like the show kind of eats up my afternoon because it's 2 p.m. for me. close out the vlog here. I know that it's still kind of, I guess it's around 5:30, but I have some things to do. I have to go to the grocery store and do adult type things, and I don't want to do that, but I need some water, so what can you do? The novelty show went really well today, and I had so much fun. We were doing first chapter critiques. We like shared the screen for like with all the people watching, and we critiqued some of our Patreons first pages that they sent in. We looked over the 3 of ours first pages, so if you're curious to see what the first page of Pair Prides is, you can head on over there and check out that video. I kind of analyzed the first pages of some of like really popular YAs like Thug, Divergent, and The Hunger Games. We hope we're gonna somehow be able to do it again, because it seems like a lot of you guys really liked that episode as well. But since like Google Hangouts is going away from YouTube, we gotta try to figure out what the live streaming is gonna be like come August 1st. So that's a problem for several days from now. I do plan to do a little bit more work tonight, just because I'm not exactly satisfied with the fact that I didn't do anything yesterday. The plan for tonight is to finish chapters 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ambitious. Mostly what I'm doing is applying beta reader feedback. I hesitate to say beta readers, critique partner feedback from Lindsay, and then one from one of my other critique partners, Julia, and kind of put in their suggestions that they had for that first act, because I guess my first act is 5 chapters. I kind of want to get that done and then kind of close that chapter, so to speak, on that first act. Like that's good to go to be not going to Asians to let my critique partner see it once it's all finished. So that's like my hard goal for tonight. My soft goal is to finish the last couple chapters that like I'm almost done with both of them, so it's just like really annoying that I haven't finished them yet. And that's like my soft goal for tonight. It'd be nice if I could do that. But so this is the end of week 1. I'm starting week 2 tomorrow. It's like a challenge within a challenge, because I'm really going to try to get up at 6 a.m. every morning. And I don't know if I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and get ready right away, or get up at 6 a.m., work for an hour, then start getting ready. I'm more inclined to get ready right away, because then you're up, you know, you're really awake. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys will enjoy the next 3 vlogs that I do. And let's hopefully, you know, pray to whatever Sky Daddy you believe in that I will finish this draft by the end of August 10th. I'm like already have anxiety about not meeting that goal. So if you're new here and you just happen to stumble upon this video, my name is Lainey, and I make videos about books and writing, mostly writing, where I talk about my own writing process and my journey trying to get traditionally published. So if that interests you at all, definitely subscribe down below. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys all next week. Bye!